Hello everyone, and welcome back to Having to Roll. I am Rain Zero, and this is Session 80, Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers. One of the things I've always loved about the Pathfinder Adventure Path meta-narrative is the continuing saga of the Rune Lords. Curse rarely touches on this. When it does, you get a little window into the lost Thessalonian society that once ruled Erysia. Here, we are opening that window just a little more, and I'm excited to share what the party have found. This session features music from Michael Ghelfi Audio and sound effects by Syrinscape. Now, grab your Cambridge Latin textbooks and get ready to descend into the lost Rune Lord landmark in this week's session of Curse of the Crimson Throne. Hello, beautiful wife.
Hello, beautiful husband.
And welcome back
to
Curse of the Crimson Throne! What happened last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne?
Oh, last time on Curse of the Crimson Throne, we went off to do our first big quest, which was to meet up with the Lyrunequa.
Clan of the Moon.
Dozens big into looking at the stars and stuff, and they needed our help when we got there. A horrible monster, a Red Reaver, had taken over their beautiful ancient temple, still miraculously standing and full of just really, really stunning and incredible magic. They were unable to kill it because it has an AC of like 35 or something.
29.
29.
You fucking hit it with the 29.
But, difficult for a bunch of level 4s to hit.
Yes. Impossible, basically, for level 4s to hit.
Basically impossible. So we were able to get the thing killed and get the temple cleared out, gaining the respect of the Lyrunequa folks we had helped. As they prepared for their truth speaker to come, who is a very respected member of the community who we could hopefully get to vouch for us now that we've helped them out, Damien had a very interesting series of visions while tripping the fuck out in the temple. He met a rather high-ranking servant of Desna, an Avoral Agathian named Jet
Nightspear.
I knew it was something with the dark.
Jet Black Avoral named Nightspear.
Yes, Nightspear. Yes. And got some questions answered and many more questions raised. And we ended the session with Damien telling Trinia, who had come for romantic advice, that Ophelia loves her. And that's where we left off.
And so, it is a new day. Damien was rudely awoken by Trinia.
Yes, very rudely.
Yes, Trinia is now a little bit giddy about the idea that Ophelia loves her.
Damien was woken up by Trinia, but it was Trinia who got the wake-up call.
Yes. What's going on with the rest of the group this morning?
So,
Damien's been sleeping like a rock at the top of the tower.
Yeah.
And nobody really wanted to go up there to get him because it's like 50 feet of stairs.
Yeah, it's so many stairs.
It's fucking
huge. There needs to be an elevator or something. Honestly, how difficult is it to enchant something with levitate?
Difficult, actually.
I think Lenore has probably gone to help folks cook breakfast. Is it eggs?
It's not eggs. In fact, actually, the food today is mostly just rations.
Yeah.
Like trail rations, dried fruit, and nuts compressed into a thing with wheat in it to make it like a nice...
Like a Cliff Bar.
Like a Cliff Bar, yeah. Like Cliff Bars.
Unia is trying to find some shade to lie down in because it is already hot as balls.
The remaining Lyrunequa people are actually talking to the Bone Slayers. You'll get the Lyrune people here. It's all ladies. So the Lyrune ladies are referred to as Moon Maidens. Because these are their scouts who are supposed to like be able to scout under moonlight and basically make the temple safe for the rest of the Lyrune.
Well, I'm happy we were able to help.
So the Moon Maidens are currently talking to the Bone Slayers. They're actually sort of recounting some of the deeds of the deceased Moon Maidens who were victims of the Red Reaver. And there's actually, as you guys are preparing food and stuff like that, it is kind of a somber morning.
Yeah.
Because despite everything, they have lost quite a few people.
Yeah, there was a lot. I guess we would also have helped dig graves or stack stones or whatever
the bodies need to be taken to the Callow Mounds.
Oh, right.
Because the Shoanti dead are buried in the little cairns in the Callow Mounds.
Right. Okay.
And so one of the things that they're negotiating right now is that they are going to have a few of the Moon Maidens go with the Bone Slayers back to the Callow Mounds, where you met with the 1,000 Bones. And the rest of the Skunquaw.
Can you tell us a little bit more about this Truth Speaker? All we know is that he's important and that he is trusted not to lie.
His name is Akram. He has been our Truth Speaker for many years now. He can be odd. Truth Speakers tend to be. You see, to be a Truth Speaker is more than just not telling lies. It is a lifelong quest of communing with the spirits, of fasting, of meditation, self-reflection, and prayer. Once you have found truth, you cannot be swayed by anything that is not true. He sees through lies. His mind cannot be tampered with.
Wow.
He sees the world as it is.
Unia pipes up from the shade. What about relative truth? What if I hold up a stone and it's red on the side I'm looking at and it's blue on the side he's looking at?
So you're talking to like Tekrakai. So she would say, that is a matter of perspective. And these things are less distinct as truth. What you see to be true and what he sees to be true may differ. This is possible. Lies, dishonesty, these things he sees through.
So if one of us said something that we believed to be true and he thought it was a lie, who would you believe?
I would believe him, but I have known him a very long time. We have only just met you.
That's fair.
We are thankful for your help in clearing the temple, but you are still Corvosans.
Unia sits up a little straighter. Understood.
You would forgive me if I was hesitant to take the word of Corvosans on anything.
Yes, that seems a common sentiment in this area, and not without reason.
To take the word of Corvosans after 400 years of their lies, it would be foolish. The Lyrune Qua tries to keep an open mind, as Desna would like. We're friendly to travelers. We have secrets that we do not intend to share with outsiders, but we do intend to be welcoming to help you in your stages of your journey.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
I believe it is the first time I've appreciated anything, Desnan, beyond a basic sort of acknowledgement, so thank you for that.
She watches over you, you know. I can feel it. Your friend, she looks to Damien, who is now coming out of the temple, looking very, exhausted after a very long walk down the stairs. Your friend...
My back is killing me.
There's no watches over here. Perhaps more than others.
Damien is rubbing crusties out of his eyes. He sort of looks over at his disheveled state. Perhaps she could do a little more. He needs help.
She is much about letting others find their own way. But she watches. About now, basically, the sun is still kind of low in the sky, in the east. But you do actually start to see, dust rising from the desert to the east. You can see a line of people with carts behind them, carrying, they have horses and cattle and carts laden with food and supplies coming across the desert. Every now and then you catch a glimmer of silvery, maybe it's paint, maybe it's an engraving on the sides of the wagons and painted on the horses.
Pretty.
You see the Lyrunqua coming to the temple. We signaled them in the night that the temple is safe now.
Ooh, how did you do that?
With a fire on the hill.
Oh, I was thinking maybe you had sending.
No, but Akram did ask how things were, and we told him. He does have the ability to speak across the wind.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes. Sending, yes, I think you call it.
Hey, Lenore, you should learn how to talk to Edgar.
Additionally, a bit to the south of you, actually, on a rocky formation, basically sheer rock face on one side and then a steeply sloping sand dune on the other. You see silhouetted against the morning sky a group of riders. They're keeping their distance sort of at the limit of your vision, like pretty far off, just about the distance where, if you were looking at them from a mountaintop, right? You ever been up on the mountains looking down and you see like cars and stuff going by, just big enough that you can make out what they are.
Just like little ant size.
Yeah. You can see 4 riders that just seem to be standing on the outcropping.
Hello? Hi, Tucker-kai?
Yes.
Who are those people?
I do not know. They have been there all night.
Oh, that's...
They arrived late in the night.
And they haven't gotten any closer.
No, they have not gotten closer.
Should we go out and see if we can talk to them?
We could. I cannot make out their markings from here, but they do not approach. They could be Sklarqua. I doubt they would be Skolmqua.
Yeah, I think they would probably come and say hi if...
Any other travelers would either come close or avoid us, I think.
Do you think they're here to cause a disruption?
Perhaps. I do not know.
Well, we'll keep an eye out.
They just stay there for a while.
It's one of those times where I'm like, I wish Damien had Arcane Eye. Damien does not have Arcane Eye. It is not on the Magus list.
But the Lyrunqua procession does soon come to circle up their wagons around the base of the temple. You'll get that there's actually kind of a mix of dress among the Lyrunqua. Some of them are dressed similarly to the Moon Maidens. Some of them are actually dressed similar to what you might see in Harse. They have like a lot of wide-brimmed hats and leather jerkins and stuff like that, and leather chaps over cotton. Yeah, and as the wagons begin to circle, they have their horses sort of directing their cattle, which are actually creatures called aurochses. They're not actually like cows.
They are ancient extinct cattle cows.
Yes.
Not extinct here. extinct on Earth.
They are very big.
Very big.
They have very big horns.
Big ol' horns.
And they have a bit of a surly disposition.
Yes.
They are not as tame as the cattle you might find out in the Corvosan hinterlands.
They are not domesticated. They are more hardy.
And they sort of drive their cattle to some of the scrubland around, and they start sort of picking at the dried bushes and crunching at them.
Crunching at the thorny bushes.
And eventually, in the midst of all this, there will be a man who comes down off of a horse, dressed in a similar style.
Oh, look at that star knife.
Yep. So there's a guy in a brown leather jerkin with a short sleeve shirt underneath and black pants and leather greaves, and a very weathered green cloak hanging around his neck. Yeah. As well as like a little brown scarf that sort of flutters in the desert wind.
Those have both been whipped around by wind for probably decades.
Yeah, he is bald on the top, with white hair jutting out from the back and sides of his head, and a very bushy eyebrows that are flecked with bits of sand, and he doesn't seem to mind. He carries a large star knife at one side and a wand at the other, and a little leather pouch on his side. Hello.
Hi. We're the Cover of Night.
You are the Trespassers.
Yep, that's us.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for your hospitality.
I'm meeting you now for the first time.
That's true, yes. I meant your qualm more generally.
Their hospitality.
Yes. Sort of a collective view.
I see. I had no part in it.
You're right.
My name is Akram.
It's nice to meet you, Akram.
I understand from Tekrakai that you require my aid.
Yes.
Why?
Well,
He sort of narrows his eyebrows at you.
We're looking to get people to vouch for our worthiness in interacting with the Sklarqua, who don't really like us that much.
Sklarqua don't like many people.
That's true.
They barely like us.
I've gotten that impression. We have been, excuse me, it's very dry here. We've been sent here by Thousand Bones of the Skonqua.
Yes, I know him.
And Chief One Life,
I know him.
recommended that we seek your counsel and your endorsement of our sort of noble intentions and general trustworthiness.
I cannot endorse you.
Oh.
I've only just met you.
Okay. Well, allow us to convince you.
It would take much for me. It would take much to gain a truth speaker's endorsement. Whereas truth speaker cannot speak to anything that is not directly verifiable.
Well, Tekrakai, if you'd like, could we take Akram here, Speaker Akram here to the remains of the Red Reaver and your companions?
Yes, if you have deeds that you have done, show them to me. Then I can speak of these deeds.
We will start walking.
But I cannot speak to how you achieved them.
Oh.
I did not see it.
Well, there's also, if you want, you could come with us on our other trials as we continue to try to gain people's trust.
What trials?
Well, we're going to go to the, something of the Thrallkeepers? We were going to go to
the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers.
Yes, the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers.
So you wish to die?
No, we wish to succeed heroically where others have failed.
Or die.
Or, there's
We do
always
not
the
seek
potential
death.
of... No, we don't seek death. We do acknowledge the possibility of death.
Good, because there is a possibility of death.
Thank you.
The Acropolis has stood for many thousands of years, and many have died there.
To seek the Thrallkeepers' mark is one of the greatest dangers that any Shawanti tribe can seek.
Oh.
Very few do it anymore.
Anymore?
Yes.
Did people do it more often in the past?
Yes.
Is there a story about that?
Yes.
Okay, and we're moving on. So here is the Red Reaver that we killed. It was, it had taken as its territory the beautiful temple you see before you. And, as,
He looks around.
as Tekrakai can attest, several Moon Maidens had already perished trying to clear it from the temple. And the Moon Maidens here and the Bone Slayers went in and slew the beast. We allowed Tekrakai the...
It is dead.
Yes. It is dead.
And you say you slew it.
Well, we allowed Tekrakai the honor of deciding what would be done with its life.
Is this true? He looks at Tekrakai. She goes, yes, true speaker. They weakened the beast and allowed me the final blow as an act of mercy. The beast was far from any place where it could have rest, and if it were revived, it would continue its fight.
It could have, yes. And it is dead. Tekrakai, you say you killed it. And Tekrakai, you say that these people weakened it first. You say that you weakened it first?
Yes.
And Tekrakai killed it.
Yes.
So it is said.
Does that mean you believe us?
No. I did not see it.
You believe that we have told you it?
I believe you have said this. I believe Tekrakai has also said this.
Is there anything we can do to convince you it actually happened?
No.
We could draw you a picture?
Then I would have a picture of it. Pictures can lie.
Okay.
The only truth is what I see. It is dead. You say you weakened it. Tekrakai says that you weakened it. You say that Tekrakai killed it. Tekrakai says that she killed it.
What if we had somebody cast Speak with Dead on it?
Does it speak?
I thought it understood some words in Giant. I think that's what Trinia said. We could, have it nod or shake its head.
Give me a moment.
And he takes a moment, and he actually looks around and he goes, takes a stick, just a big old stick, and he pushes the star knife, the giant 20-foot star knife that occupies the center of the room. And he just pushes it just gently, looking at the ground as he does so.
That is correct.
What?
He looks down at the constellations on the floor, and then back up at the star knife, back down, and he moves it just a little bit.
I didn't even know you could spin that thing.
Yes, it can be spun.
What are you determining?
Well, right now, I am giving praise to Desna.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Thanking her for giving us this way of tracking our days. It was out of date. No one had spun it.
Oh. Well, thank you.
Or if they had spun it, it was incorrect.
Thank you for correcting it.
Yes. Anyway, now I can speak with Dead.
Oh, can you speak Giant?
No, but I can speak tongues.
Okay.
And so
Ophelia turns to Trinity and is like,
I didn't think that was actually gonna work.
okay, and he then goes over to the body of the Red Reaver, and first he says in Shawanti,
first you must hear my voice. In this way you will hear my voice.
and as he says that, suddenly you all become aware, he's speaking Shawanti, but you can understand what he's saying. And then he goes,
now I must breach the gap between life and death.
and he puts his hands over the Red Reaver's head, just this massive red head with these 6 black eyes, just lilting in the side, its tongue kind of hanging out, and he just
puts his hands over it and mutters for a little while, and then suddenly you see it go. Tell me, were you killed by Tekrakai, this person? And for a moment, the head, basically, the body is still sort of like slumped over in the position where it died, but the head just goes. This thing cannot speak any language.
Oh.
But it does seem to know. Yes, you killed it. Now tell me, creature, were you weakened by others than Tekrakai, not the one who killed you? I think that's a yes. I do not know, though.
Oh, I should have... Do you have speak with animals, maybe?
No.
Damn it.
Can you speak any language at all? Well, it understands what I'm asking it.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And it falls back down.
Oh, what was the two grunts for yes or for no?
It grunted twice. That seems to suggest some level of recognition.
Okay.
But I do not know.
Okay.
So, what do you want from me?
Was that sufficient testimony? Do you believe us now?
No. I did not see it. The testimony of Tekrakai and your testimony match.
Okay.
The testimony of the Red Reaver matches.
And that is that sufficient?
No. All I know is that your testimonies are in agreement.
Okay, so in order to have you testify to our deeds, we will need you to come with us.
Yes.
Probably everywhere.
I cannot testify to something I have not seen.
Would you be open to coming with us to dangerous, potentially deadly places to watch?
I have been many dangerous places. I have watched many dangerous things. Why should I come with you?
Ophelia shifts a little bit uneasily.
I know that it's unorthodox, but the people of Corvosa and of the whole area, and maybe even the whole world, desperately need your help. They need our help. We're looking to... It's kind of a complicated chain of things now, but we need to be able to convince the Sklarqua that we are trustworthy so that we can ask them questions about a shaman named Eyes of Flame who destroyed a very powerful dragon, the relics of whom now rest upon the queen's head.
I see. So you hope to receive this knowledge from the Sklarqua?
Yes.
And you believe that the endorsement of a truth speaker would help you get that information?
Yes,
It would.
Okay, yes,
The Sklarqua are not particularly welcoming to any other tribe. However, they do respect the words of a truth speaker.
yes,
I am the only truth speaker in the Cinderlands right now.
well, you're doing an excellent job.
He doesn't say anything. He just stares at you.
Ophelia sort of...
Oh, okay, I don't actually have any idea of what doing a good job as a truth speaker means. I'm trying to make you feel encouraged, and stop looking at me like that, please.
He just, his eyes are just like bearing into you.
Hey, you know what? Here's my friend Damien. You should talk to my friend Damien for a little while, okay?
Hello, friend Damien.
Hi.
I am Akram.
Am I your friend?
No, you are this person's friend.
Oh, is that a title I have now?
You were introduced as their friend, Damien.
Oh, that's yep, that's me, friend Damien.
Yes, friend Damien.
Hello. So,
You are not dressed in a way that is proper for the Cinderlands.
we're dressed in a way that's more proper for Corvosa. Honestly, it's very cloudy and dreary there like all the time.
There is too much fabric. You could catch heat stroke.
Oh, we have one of Endure Elements, which
That
is...
would prevent heat stroke.
Yeah, so we're probably going to be using that. How did you train your mind so that you only see the truth? Like, what did you do? Is it like a true seeing effect, or...
I only speak the truth.
But Tekrakai said that you also aren't affected by, like, things that would trick your mind or control your mind?
Yes.
Is that like a true seeing effect, or like a mind blank effect, or like...
I am immune to mind-affecting charms and compulsions.
Wow, that's gotta be useful.
I am constantly under the effect of discern lies.
Oh, okay. Are you still fooled by illusions? Like if I put up like a major image or something?
I might be.
Okay.
It would depend on the illusion.
Interesting. Okay.
And chance. Depends on what I roll on a d20. It is possible for me to be fooled by illusions.
Okay.
Are you planning to fool me with illusions?
No.
Friend Damien?
No, why would you ask me that? I may have had, stop looking at me like that.
It just stares into you. His eyes just boring into yours.
Asservative Desna suggested I might use some sort of trickery to convince people that we had done a trial with a magma worm that's very dangerous.
You might.
So yeah. But I thought it was a bad idea, and I wasn't actually planning on doing it.
He still just kind of stares at you.
If I wasn't sure I could get away with it. Do you want to meet my friend Lenore?
He looks over at Lenore.
Oh, I'm not getting involved with this.
Hello, friend Lenore.
Hi. Look, we should probably get going. I don't want to travel when it's super hot out. I mean, it's already really hot
Traveling in the peak of the day is not advisable. You could get heat stroke.
Yeah, I heard you talk to
Unless
Damien
you use
about
Endure
it.
Elements.
Yeah, we have that wand. Do you need it?
No, I can cast Endure Elements on myself.
Great.
And the heat of the desert does not seem so bad.
Good.
It's still kind of uncomfortable, but, like, you don't feel like you're gonna collapse.
Unia gets up out of the shade.
So, you wish for me to accompany you to the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers, to witness your tasks there,
Yeah.
so that I may speak of your tasks before the Sklarqua.
This is correct.
This would be good. This offers an opportunity for me to build a stronger connection with the Sklarqua.
Us too.
The Lyrune-Qua and the Sklarqua do not always get along very well.
It's like the sun and the moon.
The sun and the moon are not at odds.
I mean, in like a metaphorical sense.
They are not at odds.
Okay. Hey, moon maidens?
The sun provides light for the world. The moon revolves around Galarian.
Okay. Hey, moon maidens.
The moon is insignificant compared to the sun.
Bone Slayers, are any of you coming with us to the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers?
It is forbidden for us to interfere if a truth speaker is at work.
Oh, okay. And you coming along to help would be seen as interference?
Yes.
Oh,
And
okay, I guess...
we must return, and we must take our fallen sisters to the Kato Mounts.
Right, you all can... Okay, so you all can go and do that.
Yes.
And we'll take Mr.
Akram.
Speaker Akram here.
Truth speaker. Akram.
Truth Speaker Akram here to the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers with us. And then the GM
Yes.
won't have to do all of your voices anymore.
Yes, that would be very good. This is Tekrakai bows her shaved head.
And we will, which way is the Acropolis from here?
It is south of here. And slightly west.
Okay, are you good at navigating? Because none of us are particularly good at navigating. We were kind of relying on the Bone Slayers.
I am not here to guide you.
Fuck.
I am here to witness.
You're gonna witness us wandering around the desert until we die, probably. It's not very,
Then that is what I will see.
Unia says, I still have Guiding Star. I cast it yesterday. It will last for 10 more days. I know our position relative to the Callow Mounds. Do you know the position of the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers relative to the Callow Mounds?
You asking?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Unia goes,
You probably have a map, and you did get Thousand Duns marking like where these places are.
okay.
So you should be able to roughly get there. You're gonna have to make survival checks, though.
Yeah, Damien runs over.
Oh, I have a map. I have a map. I have a map.
Thank you. Do you have a protractor?
Akram the whole time is just darting his eyes back and forth between all of you.
Are you okay?
Yes,
What are you doing?
I am observing.
Oh, it looks like you're gonna get a headache. You might wanna. We're not doing anything important yet. You can relax a little bit.
You have asked for a truth speaker to bear witness to your deeds. I am bearing witness.
Okay. Smile for the stenographers, everybody. Okay. Does my hair look good? Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
As you sort of say this, he just sort of goes. He just sort of stares at you, doesn't say anything.
Trinia.
Trinity goes, "Your hair looks great, hon.
Thank you.
You look great."
Oh, so do you. You're really making the we're stuck out in the desert sort of thing work for you?
Yeah, you know, I sort of wanted to go with like you know, desert punk.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah, sort of like windswept. Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Do you have the scarf?
Oh, yes.
And Ophelia give her a little kiss on the cheek.
Oh.
I don't want to do too much PDA in front of the people watching.
Akram just stares at you.
Let's go.
He just moves to follow you.
You should watch Lenore. She's much more interesting.
He looks at Lenore.
Oh my
Starts
god.
watching Lenore.
And then Ophelia leans over and actually gives Trinia a bit more of a kiss now that Akram's not staring.
Okay. Now you are on foot.
Yes.
You are going south.
Yes.
It's like 40 miles. So
I can cast Shadow Walk. I have one job here, and it's stupid, but I'm going to do it.
I will not travel through Shadow Walk
Why not?
because I do not know that way. You wish me to speak of your deeds, yes?
Yes.
I must know that you did them. I must know that every moment, from the moment that I have met you to the moment that you accomplish your deeds, is true.
Is it not worth speaking of that we are capable of magic that facilitates our travel across the desert wastes?
It could be worth speaking of. However, if you begin the use of magic to get to places, perhaps you would use magic to achieve your ends in a way that is not true.
I do hope that you enjoy reporting on the number of days it takes us to travel to this place that we could otherwise travel to in a matter of minutes.
It is the task of a truth speaker. And you guys have an average movement speed of about 30. Yep. So.
Oh, wait. Did the Lyroonqua have horses?
They did.
But they need them to make the much longer, more difficult journey
Yeah.
back to the Calamounts.
Yeah, and they have to carry the bodies too.
Yeah, okay.
So you are going over trackless desert.
Yep.
You have a speed of 30. It's not actually like
sand.
sand dunes. It's more like a Death Valley sort of situation.
Oh, okay. So
like
it's
parched earth and
like
scrubland actually as
desert
well.
pavement sort of situation.
Yeah, kind of. Now there is you're getting sort of up into the Wyvern Mountains, so there are sort of like foothills here that do have like scrub brush and some sparse vegetation around.
So sort of like Arizona going toward New Mexico.
Yeah, however, it is really rough going.
Yeah.
And you are making probably about 12 miles a day. Meaning it's probably going to take you about 4 days. Maybe 3.5.
Depending on our survival checks.
Exactly.
Boy.
We roll survival?
Yeah, does Unia get a bonus to their survival check from Guiding Star?
That doesn't say you get any bonus for
No,
So
but does knowing your approximate distance from an area as well as the direction you must travel in order to reach it count as something similar to always knowing where north is?
You know what? Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's treat it as you have a compass.
Okay. +2 circumstance bonus on survival checks made to avoid becoming lost.
Yes.
So Unia gets a +2. So that gives them a +7 on survival. We'll just roll everybody. Lenore's got a +9. She actually has 5 ranks in survival. She's
Nice.
working really hard at it. She got a 19 on die. That is a 28. Good job, Lenore. Now everybody else gets to roll terribly. Let's go, Unia. Unia got a 2. That's a 9. Ophelia has a -1 to survival. Let's see if she can manage to help. The odds say no. She also rolled a 9. And Damien rolled a natural 1. So nobody helped. Lenore, like, everybody's sort of like wandering around, and Lenore's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's this way. And she sort of like starts grabbing people by the hand and pulling them in the right direction. Could we have Trinia roll a survival check?
Yes. Trinia, oh no. Oh, well, she got a natural 20 for a total of 19.
Wow.
Well, so she helps.
Yay! And Truth Speaker Akram is not interested in aiding on this check.
Nope. True Speaker Akram just watches you guys.
That Damien guy. Not very good at surviving. He would die in the desert.
Yeah. Actually, he sort of goes,
Friend Damien, you do not seem suited for this place.
I'm not. I want to be back at my college.
And yet you are here.
I have to be. Because if I'm not here, then I won't have a college to go back to. Won't have a city to go back to. Won't have friends to go back to. Won't have anything. God, that's terrifying. Thank you for making me think about that.
Why do you not change your dress?
What do you mean?
You dressed in a green coat,
Yeah?
and it would be better for this area if you changed your dress.
Look. Underneath this green coat is a lot of purple. It's not much better.
Lighter clothing would be better. Though you have endure elements.
Damien sort of hugs his coat around him.
I like this coat.
I think you look good in it.
Yeah, it's flattering.
and you travel for the first day. Also give me a perception.
All right.
No reason.
All right, Lenore got 15. Unia got a 22. Ophelia got a 14. And Damien.
You get Trinia as well.
Damien got a natural 20 for a total of 33.
Trinia got a 27, so helps.
Damn. Unia and Lenore both. I think actually everybody got above a 10.
What? Did you get that?
So I got a 33, so 2 aids. 37.
So with a total of 37. On the second day of travel, you see atop a large rock formation 4 riders on horseback.
Oh my god, what is their deal?
Who? What?
It's those people, they're here again.
Oh. Should we go talk to them?
I mean, Tekrakai said that they probably just want to watch. They might be Sklarkwa. I'm worried going toward them might mean that they will see that as a challenge, and then we'll have to fight them or something like that. And I really feel like killing 4 Sklarkwa would be like a bad thing in terms of making a good impression on them.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Truth Speaker Akram. Tekrakai said that you have the ability to cast Sending.
Yes.
I don't know. I think you need a particular target, but do you have something else like Whispering Wind or something that you could use to like talk to those folks over there? Ooh, or signal fires. I don't know how to do signal fires. Do you know how to do signal fires? We send something like, hey, what are you doing here? Do you want to come over and talk?
I can make a fire that signals that we're here.
I mean, I think most fires would probably signal our presence. So,
Yes.
Do you have anything that
No.
No open friendly intent sort of signals?
No.
No? Okay. I have an idea, actually.
I would like to cast from the deck Major Image, and just make big signpost letters above of us that say hello in Shawanti.
Okay. Well, you do that. Truth Speaker Akram just looks at it.
Damien then waves in the direction of the 4 people who are watching us.
They just stand on the rock formation. Their horses sort of at an angle to you so that you can see the shape of the horse.
It's very picturesque. It's good,
Yes.
good posing.
But they don't move.
All right.
Eventually the spell fades.
Are there any stories in this area about like creatures who are who have the appearance of people from a distance but are really like sizing us up to eat us or something?
There are stories like that.
Such as?
I am not a storyteller.
But you speak the truth. But don't you have the truth about this like rattling around in your brain somewhere?
I do not know if the stories are true. But there are stories, yes.
Can you testify to what somebody said?
There are stories.
God damn it. Okay. Fuck.
You are attempting to use these stories to glean truth about the world.
Yes.
The stories are more meant as parables.
Don't parables contain a sort of truth about the world? Like a lesson to learn?
That is their purpose.
So what truth do the parables about monsters that follow you and appear as groups of people on horses and then come in to kill you?
The common purpose of telling these stories is to encourage young folks not to wander the desert. You have already chosen to wander the desert.
Yeah, I don't know what I expected. Okay.
So there is no point in me telling you the parables. Additionally, if I were to tell you the parable, it might influence your decision. I'm here to witness your deeds, not influence your decisions.
Influencing the decision is the whole point. I'm trying to gain information.
I know.
Damien stamps off and stamps his little feet. His tail's thrashing around angrily.
As you're doing that, Truth Speaker Akram smiles. It's like, then he kind of snaps back to stoic face.
Unia sees Truth Speaker Akram giggle to himself, and they sort of hide a smile behind their hand.
Friend Damien, you are entertaining.
Is that patronizing?
No.
I don't think you're telling me the truth there, sir.
I find you entertaining.
Fuck it. Let's go. Stop standing around.
He laughs again.
It's okay, Truth Speaker Akram. I find Damien entertaining too.
Okay.
I would like to, the second night that we are, keeping watch and sleeping, Unia would like to cast Sending back to Tekrakai.
Okay.
Hello, this is Unia. I was just wondering what monsters are in the Temple of the Thrallkeepers. Thank you in advance for your assistance.
You get a response back. There are few who know what dwells within the Acropolis. However, many enter, and many do not come back out. All that is known of those who emerge is that they have the mark.
Great. Fantastic. All right. Nobody knows anything. Probably undead. People die in there. Unia looks around. Is, Truth Speaker Rockham awake?
What time of night would you say it is?
Akram. Sorry.
Yeah, what
Truth
time
Speaker
of night
Akram.
would you say it is?
It's about midnight.
He's asleep.
Unia is going to go over to Damien. Damien, wake up.
Yeah.
Shh. Akram wakes up.
Damn it. Go back to sleep. You can
Okay. He goes back to sleep.
What do you know about the Thrallkeepers mark?
Not a lot more than you do. It's a 7-pointed star that the people around here seem to use to ward Eridanites and
Rune Lord followers away.
But they said that those who get the mark, they experience what happened to the people who once suffered under the Thrallkeepers. Do you know what sort of magic that might be, or how much pain it might cause?
I will roll a knowledge arcana for that.
That is a 33.
What information are you seeking?
So we know that, sort of what kind of magic might the Mark of the Thrallkeepers be, or the kind of magic that would involve, imprinting upon your mind all of the things that happened to people who suffered under the Rune Lords might involve?
I mean, they didn't really specify any kind of magic that it uses, whether that's because they don't know what kind of magic it is, or that it is and they just aren't telling you. It's not really clear. I mean, if you want magic that can do something like that, so magic that could imprint things upon your mind, there's things like share memory. There's things like creating a mindscape in which you could see something. You don't know for sure if that would apply here. There's lots of psychic magic that would allow you to transfer memories.
Okay.
Even a simple modify memory to give you a memory of these things would be fine.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's, there's a lot of different things, not really a lot in my wheelhouse, but, I mean, why are you worried? I'm gonna touch the thing and get the mark, probably. You know, I deal with all sorts of magic shit. You don't have to worry about it.
No, I want to do it.
What? But you're an Erudite. It'll probably just kill you.
You don't know that.
I guess not, but, I mean, you don't have to do it. Do you want to?
Yes, I think so. The people around here, they seem... This is no idle superstition. And I came here with an impression of my missionaries that's much different than the one they have. I think I would like to know the truth.
Okay, if it starts dissolving your flesh or something, though, like, I can't cut your arm off with cards, so you'll need to ask Lenore or somebody else to do it.
Yes, I suppose I will keep that in mind. Thank you, Damien.
I mean, I didn't really do much.
I think it was just nice to have someone to talk to.
Wow, now I'm nice to talk to. And I'm a friend. Will the wonders never cease?
Go back to sleep.
Thank you.
And you do, in the night, see a fire toward the south from you on a rocky outcropping.
These folks and their rocky outcroppings, they love them. We just need to get to a place without any rocky outcroppings, then we'll never see them again.
Yep. So if only you were going somewhere that's not anywhere near the Wyvern Mountains. Notable for many rocky outcroppings and cliffs and things.
And wide open vistas against which you can be dramatically silhouetted. Say what you will about these mysterious stalkers, they have good PR. Anyway.
Now, you are traveling through a desert, but I do want to make something clear. This desert is very alive.
Okay.
There's a lot of like wildlife and stuff. You do every now and then see griffins roosting in the mountains here. Mm-hmm. Every now and then you might see one flying out from the mountains and dive bombing things on the ground. Every now and then they'll look at you, but it seems like you guys are a little bit too big of a group for them to like go after.
Oh my gosh, it's a griffin. Hello. Oh, look at them. They're so pretty.
We're talking like pretty far off. Like it's like bird watching, but with very, very big bird things.
Look at them. I love them.
And there will be like desert lizards that skitter. Like you'll be walking along, and then there'll be like some giant gecko that like skitters out from the dust, and like goes and hides on a rock.
Oh my god! I didn't even
Sticks
see
its tongue
it
out,
there.
licks its eye.
Stop!
For the most part, most of them don't seem to like be like aggressive. They're mostly kind of avoiding you guys.
Remember, Damien, it's more scared of you than you are of it.
And on the third day of travel, in the distance on to the south, you do see a very large, low hill that with a flat top.
Oh.
And what looks like a collapsed tower on it. And from where you are, you can see tall, sheer vertical walls that seem to make out sharp points going around the basin.
Ooh.
The upper part of the tower is collapsed in a bit, but this base, it actually reminds you of the Temple of Asmodeus in Corvosa, in the way that it has these protrusions out around the sides. And the closer you get, you can see from the angle you're at, there's one spire that's basically pointing toward you, and two that point out at angles. And the closer you get to it, the more you get the idea, okay, you're looking at three spokes of something that appears to go in a wide angle.
Who wants to bet it has 7 spokes?
I don't think you're going to get anybody to bet that, Damien. We already know that you know what it looks like.
You're no fun.
You get closer, and it is just this sheer black stone monument silhouetted against the sky. It just seems to absorb all light. By sort of toward the end of the day, as you get close, you can really see, like, this thing is just sheer polished stone. Like, the tower, while collapsed, is still pretty solid looking. Now, do you want to make camp on the third day, or do you want to just go in?
Well, Ophelia's Finn's defeat is probably about to wear off.
Okay.
So unless we want her to sort of around
So
her
you're
little
gonna make
chair.
camp on the fourth day?
Yeah. We'll make camp. See if we can hear anything eerie coming from inside the Acropolis as we camp outside of it.
Okay, give me a survival at the entrance as you sort of get close to the thing.
Oh, okay. Is this to avoid becoming lost?
No, honestly.
I mean, I was just wondering if Unia gets their +2 from Guiding Star. Okay, Lenore got a 24. Unia...
24 is enough.
Okay.
Outside the building, you will see trampled ground. It looks like very fresh hoofprints were here.
Oh.
Like, to the matter of probably like maybe a couple hours, maybe less.
Did they go off in a particular direction?
The horse hooves, they seem to enter this area single file, and then you see prints in the dirt that look like boot prints, and then the horse hooves sort of go off in all directions.
Oh, so...
And then the boot prints go into the temple.
So whoever has been following us is waiting inside for us.
So it would seem.
Well, maybe we don't want to keep them waiting.
I can get in the chair, it's fine.
We're doing combat wheelchair?
Yeah. The floating chair.
Yes.
Ophelia, as Ophelia hops up into her chair, her leggies turn into a beautiful, shiny, shimmering golden tail. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And
so are you approaching the building?
yes.
Yeah, sort of as you're getting around the edges, you follow this like slope up to it, and you do manage to see that yes, there are like 7 points to the thing.
See, I was right.
We all knew you were going to be right, Damien.
And as you get to this trampled ground, where the boot prints seem to be going into the structure, what looks like smooth stone just slowly and importantly, silently just rises.
Oh.
At this very steady pace. Like, it doesn't accelerate up. It just, all of a sudden, as you're getting close, it just rises.
Monolith noises intensify.
And suddenly there is an opening in the side of the building, about 20 feet wide and about 20 feet tall.
Okay.
And as you get closer, you also realize about 20 feet.
Ooh.
So as if this just giant 20-foot by 20-foot cube just rises up.
Oh.
And inside there is just darkness.
Do we see anything in the darkness?
Not from where you are, no.
Okay. Now, is there a drop?
You just see ground going on in, and actually as soon as it gets past the threshold, there's just black stone on the floor as well. There's a bit of dust and stuff that has been swept in over time, but it all seems to be made of the same black stone.
Damien would like to pick up a pebble and sort of chuck it.
And hear the sound of a rock just skidding across the stone.
Okay.
It comes to a stop somewhere, I don't know, about like 30, 40 feet away. It seems to be level with where you are.
Okay. I guess we will... Let me see if there's any, like, buffs I should put up before we go in here. I imagine this is a situation in which it might be good to have some buffs.
20 minutes of casting buffs later.
Anyway, let's go into the Temple of Evil.
You begin to go into the building, and you do find, after about where your pebble got to within the building, there is a staircase leading down.
All right.
Black stairs, now sort of gleaming in the light that Akram and Trinity are casting. And actually, as we're getting to that, bring you over to a map.
Ooh.
You see the black granite around you is every now and then interspersed with like little deposits of red crystal.
Ooh.
That kind of shimmers in the light.
Knowledge geology?
As you start to descending the stairs, you see writing on the walls.
Oh, Damien can read Thessalonian.
There's a lot of writing, and it would probably take you a really long time to read all of it.
Okay.
However, as you're sort of descending the stairs, the first things that's sort of coming out is like that we dedicate this Acropolis to the ever-expanding knowledge of the Rune Lord Karzog.
I will make a knowledge... Oh, can I make a knowledge history check to see if I know who the Rune Lord Karzog is?
You guys can make knowledge history checks.
Okay. Lenore. Hey, Lenore has 4 ranks in knowledge history now. I'm really proud of her. That's a 22 for Lenore. 9 ranks in knowledge history for Unia. That's an 18 for Unia. Only 1 rank for Ophelia. It's okay. She's been busy. That's a 16 for Ophelia. And Damien. A 23 for Damien. So, yeah,
you don't really know what the deal with Karzog is. You've now gotten familiar with the term Rune Lord, meaning the people that ruled Thassalon. But Karzog, it could be like any number of people.
Ooh, does Trinia know?
Ooh, does Trinia know? That's a good question.
Oh, no, 18.
Yeah, Trinia's like, I don't know. I don't really know anything about Rune Lords. You guys actually, I think, know more about that than me.
I'll look it up when we get back to Corvosa.
Basically, as you're going deeper, like there's more and more. Like the first ones are just sort of general dedications, like saying this building was built at such and such a time, and the calendar doesn't match with your calendar, so you're not actually sure what day that actually is.
This was made a long ass time ago.
And then there's sort of like list of builders who worked on it. Probably made up of the credits of the people that worked up on the Curse of the Crimson Throne Adventure Path. There's accounts of how it was built and blah 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 blah. And,
one Yamas Jacobs
yes,
shows up a lot.
Yamas Jacobs, yes. And then there's a bunch of people that hate him, and they're like, I wish that he wasn't spending so much time in the forum extolling his own ideas about how the game is supposed to work. And then there's other people who are like, I think it's really good that Yamas Jakobs actually spends a lot of time in the forum telling people what his intention was. And then other people are like, no, you can't go by his intent. You have to go by what the rules say. What?
There was a war between Ra and Rai. I don't know what that means.
Yes, the ancient gods Ra and Rai.
So I'd like to make perception checks as well as we are heading in here, just because it seems like a good idea. Also, I realized belatedly I did not have Unia prepare or cast Find Traps, so... Okay, Lenore got a 28. God damn, Lenore, that's spicy and good. Are we in dim light or darkness?
You were in darkness. Well, actually, you guys are in bright light because Trinia and Chief Speaker Akram both have light up.
Okay, so Unia does not benefit from their +2 to perception in dim light or darkness. Oh, they still got a 22. Very good. Ophelia got a 15. And Damien got 31.
31?
Yes.
So as you get into this area, the stone stairs end in a 20-foot wide and 20-foot tall hallway that leads to the east, opening into a large chamber. The floor is cluttered with dust and tiny mounds of ash that have been recently disturbed in places, but signs of the trail vanish to the east once the stones have become clear of debris. However, you have rolled well enough that you are able to follow the trail. The trail, I'll just draw it on the map here, and you can follow at your leisure.
Oh. Damien will wordlessly point. We'll stretch out into more of a single file sort of situation as we go to move around the corner.
And as you get into this area, the air in this massive cathedral-like space seems strangely cool. The walls are curved with vertical ridges that rise to support the arch above, where the ceiling vaults into the shadows to a height of nearly 60 feet. A 5-foot wide balcony rings the room, the floor which drops 15 feet below into a pool of dark liquid.
Ooh.
Halfway between the east and west ends of the room, a bridge crosses the pool. 2 large stone doors stand in the walls to the south and east. Smaller doors sit in the walls to the northwest and southwest. All 4 doors bear depictions of a 7-pointed star.
I don't like how the description did not say water.
Yeah. And yeah, there is 15 feet below you, there is a dark liquid, just perfectly still. Like it's surface like glass.
Damien thinking about how he's glad the pebble didn't drop into that because now he can just sort of walk past it for now and toward this. I believe is there a door over here that this is leading toward or?
Yes, there is a door there. It has a 7-pointed star on it.
Lenore will move up and try to open the door.
How do you try to open the door?
Does it have a door handle on it?
No.
Lenore will go up and perceive for mechanisms for door opening.
Yeah, give me a perception.
Doors and the opening thereof. That is a 33.
You would gather that the 7-pointed star on the door is actually different stone than the rest of the door, and it does look like it's completely separate.
Lenore would like to push on it.
So you push on on one of the points of the star, and the whole symbol sinks into the door, and then just rises up.
Lenore turns around and looks at everybody else like, I did it!
And immediately, upon opening the door, you are greeted by a man...
Oh, shit!
With no shirt, and like leather-bound sandals, and a very impressive spear.
He looks a little grumpy.
And basically the spear comes up as you open the door, and then you hear, "Wait, is that them?"
Hey! Crouch in! Eats what he kills! Huh?
That's me.
Hey, man!
And you see, basically at the east end of this area,
Krojan eats what he kills, accompanied by... Here, I'm going to move it and so you can actually see. Accompanied by 3 Sklarqua people. We heard you were trying to prove yourself, right?
Yep, that's right.
Stupid.
Brave.
And I figured, if you die in the Acropolis, somebody's going to have to take your bodies back to the Callow Mounds, right?
That's really practical of you.
So I'm here to watch and make sure that you don't fuck up. And if you do, I just take you back to the Callow Mounds.
And then everybody makes fun of us for the rest of the time.
And he's actually going to move this way and swap places with the guy to sort of face off against you. He sort of comes up to you.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'3".
Okay, what is Lenore's height again? Lenore is...
I don't know, you tell me.
Lenore is, I believe, 6 foot even.
And so he's sort of like looking at you, head like sort of facing off. And again, this is a guy who fucking chiseled.
Yeah.
He's got like a red dragon hide pauldron and greaves padded with fur. He's got a little dragon skull with a claw, little dagger coming out of its mouth, and a giant earthbreaker in his other hand.
I don't know, man. You don't seem like the type to just stand and watch.
Well, I also figured if you guys are going to be in here trying to get the Thrallkeepers mark, I can't just let some shamek do that when I haven't done it yet.
That's a great point.
So, you put up a good fight one time.
Yeah.
I figure make it a contest.
Oh.
So you can get this, who can get the mark first.
Okay.
Well, he's sort of like leaning in over you a little bit. Not really. He's not tall enough to like tower over you, but he's sort of like looking at you, like getting his head like quite close to yours.
Lenore's gonna stand on her tippy toes, just so that like she can be
so you're
like,
about eye level with him. And he goes, "So, why are you here? What could possibly make you idiots think this is a good place to be?"
It's precisely because it's not a good place to be that we're here.
But why here? What's your goal with all this? Why are you just in here? Actually, he's like, why are you up here in the first place? I don't get it.
I want to understand.
Understand what?
Understand what my people did to yours.
You fucked us over. That's what you did.
I know.
Well, I want to understand. That's it. That's the whole story.
I heard that those who get the Thrallkeepers mark see it. See what happened.
Well, you're wrong. They don't. It's a reminder, like everything else. It's what they do. All these old fucks in charge of everything. They just want us to remember and just hold on to that. Like it's like remembering it is the important part.
What's the important part?
To them, it's just enduring all of this. But I don't think so. I want something better for my people, my Thundercallers. He looks at his people behind him. And when I'm in charge, maybe we'll have something better. But for now, Rediclar's in charge, and he still likes to remember. But I don't intend to just sit around. So, are we getting this Thrallkeeper mark or what?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, if you want help making something better, we could vouch for you.
I don't need your help.
I didn't mean to suggest that you needed it, just that maybe you might want it.
Look, all the help that anybody from your city or anywhere else, it's always bitten us in the ass, and I'm not about to start taking it now. He's like, come on, guys.
Hey, getting bit in the ass might be fun. She winks.
He laughs. So, you first. Check out a couple things.
All right.
My guys are going to be looking for a way to get the Thrallkeeper mark.
All right. Might want to do a better job of hiding your trail.
We're not cowards. We don't hide.
And here you are.
We're here to watch.
Little hallway behind a little door. Look at you.
Like I said,
You're all stuffed here in a little closet.
He's actually like quite close to your face now. He's like I said. And you can feel like his breath on your face.
we're here to carry your bodies back.
All right.
If you fuck up.
You're doing a great job. All right.
So, he actually looks around. Where do you think they keep a Thrallkeepers mark around here?
Probably not in the closet.
Probably not.
And he actually is going to come out to here. Starts like looking around.
Think it's down there?
Looks into the dark water.
I don't know. I mean, what kind of? It doesn't. I don't think there's anything down there. Do I see anything with sea invisibility?
Nope. You don't see anything down there. You just see the surface of this liquid is just like black. You don't see anything through it.
Well, I think if they kept it right there, then the rest of the Acropolis would not be much. There wouldn't be much of a point.
Okay. And he sort of like starts walking.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's something that would seek to like eat us in there or push us in there. Or...
He starts walking this way.
All right. Well,
his guy's actually kind of. He like looks back at you. The fuck are you doing?
We're here to carry your bodies back.
I'm going this way.
All right.
Why don't you go another way?
All right.
Unless you want to rematch.
Nah, we can play Sredna later. We'll head north then.
Okay. So he's sort of like inspecting stuff. See him like looking around. One of the guys in the back actually takes like a little pebble and throws it into the water.
No.
Why did you do that?
The Thundercaller looks at you and goes, "Want to see what it would do?"
Oh my god.
It just ripples. And you see this ripple just spread across the liquid, actually kind of slowly.
Oh.
It's kind of thick.
Yeah.
And it bounces off the walls and reflects back in and then slowly returns to stillness.
Would I be able to intuit anything about the nature of the liquid besides, can I guess what sort of liquid it is better now that I've seen its viscosity?
Yeah, you could roll like knowledge nature if you wanted.
Knowledge nature. Hey, Damien. Oh, Damien got a 3 on die. 14?
Okay. Yeah, you're not really sure. Trinia.
Oh, natural 1.
18. Yeah. Yeah. You guys aren't really sure like what kind of liquid it is. It's thicker than water. You get that? But you don't know like exactly.
That's how the saying goes. Damn it. Okay. All right. Well, let's maybe we should hurry before we run into anything coming out of this thing of water.
The Thundercallers press one of the symbol on this double door down here, and the door just goes rises up. They actually start to move into this area down here.
We will push on this door up here, sort of going just directly north from the area we were in previously.
So similarly, there's a 7-pointed star on the door to the north. You're basically on the north walkway around the pool.
Okay.
And you see basically a similar hallway along the edge that has these little ports in the side that allow you to like look out into the area. I'm gonna just go ahead and get rid of this.
Cute.
Basically, there's walls here and little ports along the sides that allow you to look into the main room.
So sort of a gallery.
Yeah, kind of.
Interesting. All right, everybody file in. I'm sure there's nothing waiting in this hallway that's going to kill and eat all of us.
You don't find anything.
Stuffed in here like a bento box. And there's another door. I'd like to open that one. I'll make a perception check first. Got a 28. Do I see anything amiss with the 28?
No, doesn't seem to be anything.
All right, Lenore will step forward and open the door.
This door opens into a larger room. The curved northern alcove of this chamber displays a vibrantly colored bas-relief carving of a woman with 6 wings and a serpentine lower body. The coils of her lower body wind in and out around a large 7-pointed star. Tiny shards of gemstones embedded in her tail make her scales glisten, as though with moisture.
Pretty.
But in more places, chunks of the carving have cracked or crumbled away, giving the depiction of the Serpentine woman a strange but undeniable look of age and decay.
I would like to make some sort of knowledge check to see if I know what manner of creature this is.
Yes. You can make a knowledge religion check looking at it.
All right.
And I'll roll Trinia as well.
Damien.
Let me get Truth Speaker Akram. We're here.
Right. That is a total of 20 for Damien. God, we were just rolling terribly on our knowledge checks.
What did you get?
I got a total of 20. It was the best I did. So 22 with us working together.
No, you have no idea what the deal with this thing is.
Forever a mystery. Is there anything written around here?
There is Thessalonian writing here that seems to. It says Kershu, the Undying. Kershu, the Divine Serpent.
Oh.
You don't know who that is, though.
All right.
Kershu, the Divine Serpent.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Gems look very valuable.
Hey, who wants to steal treasure from the ancient Acropolis? Nobody? Good.
These are the worst adventurers. Actually, about after like a little bit, Krojan and his guys start coming up this way. He looks at that and he's just like, "Woo! Look at her! Damn!"
Yeah, she's cute.
She is. She is.
She's honestly terrifying.
The face, not so much, but I'd get into at least the torso part.
Yes. Krojan eats what he kills, likes boobs. We get it.
Boobs. And about now, as he does that, there is a rumble.
Uh-oh.
And like he and his guys like draw their weapons and they're
Yeah,
like,
we'll draw our weapons.
the fuck? And he goes, "What did you do?"
We didn't do anything. We just we walked in
And
here.
You can see the basically there's just a brief shake. The entire room shakes.
Uh-oh.
And there's a little, and you see the water like sloshing back and forth a little bit.
It's because of that pebble you dropped in.
But then it would have done it when I dropped the pebble in, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Look.
Truth Speaker Akram, you get behind us, okay?
Okay.
Normal.
And Krojan sort of like looking around with his thing. Hello? Who's there? There's another rumble.
Let's get moving.
Is there a wall in front of me, or is there no longer a... I guess... Okay, let's get out. Let's get out of the little gallery area and sort of...
there is a wall. There is a wall here. You do have to go around the gallery sides.
Yeah, we'll go around. So sort of get out.
Krojan and his guys sort of take up positions along the bridge in the middle, sort of along the south end. He's like sort of walking back toward the south, like. Huh.
This doesn't feel good.
And after some time, it actually kind of settles down a little bit.
How are our minute per level buffs looking?
They're still up.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, how about we get out of this area? I think that seems like an excellent idea.
Yeah. He actually goes over towards you guys and goes, "What do you think did that?" I didn't see anything.
Something big?
Yeah. But where?
Would knowledge engineering help here?
Maybe, yeah. You're dealing with a structure, so yeah.
Yeah. All right. Ophelia and Damien both have that. Damien got a 21.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia, actually better at knowledge engineering than Damien.
Mm-hmm.
Got a 17. Lenore got an 11. So Lenore helps.
What's your total?
So Damien got a 21, I said?
Yeah, you're not really...
So a 25.
You haven't seen anything like move anywhere, but the whole building shook.
It's probably something enormous and below us.
Well, there's there is like a thing
In the southern room over here?
Did you touch something?
No, it's just there's like a glowing thing that goes down.
Oh, okay.
We tossed it around.
Oh my god!
It just floats. It just floats down.
Okay.
But we haven't checked the other rooms, so we kind of trying to get everything done up here. Maybe there's like a puzzle or something like that.
Let's go check out the puzzle.
Oh my god, there's a puzzle!
I don't know. Usually these things have puzzles.
Fuck yes.
I'm gonna check over here because I already looked at that.
Okay.
Not like I want to work with you or anything. Fuck, huh? There's a glowy thing that
Yes.
they dropped the rock
Let
down.
me describe the room that you find yourself in over here. In this room, to the south of the main vault, the floor of this otherwise empty chamber contains a 5-foot diameter hole in the center, surrounded by a ring of tangled runes. Inside the hole, a shaft filled with brilliant emerald light drops into the depths.
And things float down. I'd like to detect magic and see if I can figure out what sort of magic's going on here.
Oh yeah, so you detect magic?
Yes.
Does it have a verbal component?
Or is it just?
That's a really good question. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Detect magic!
So you detect magic.
Yep.
You detect magic.
Well,
There's magic. There's one source of magic there.
okay.
It is transmutation.
All right.
It's a strong transmutation aura.
Okay. Do I make a spellcraft check to figure out what it is, or a knowledge
Yeah,
arcana?
spellcraft.
Okay. How does a 28 do me?
28. It's Featherfall.
Oh.
Basically, the runes around the ring here are Featherfall, and basically the column of emerald light is just sort of a manifestation of the spell.
Okay.
Permanent Featherfall.
Nice.
Does somebody want to look in there and see what they can see in the column of emerald light? I feel like we might be able to see what's down there. Maybe that's where the creature is. It might be dangerous.
I was like, oh my god, stop talking and she'll look in.
You're looking in.
Yes.
You just see a column going down.
Oh.
It goes down pretty far, past your dark vision.
Do I see anything with see invisibility?
Nope.
Okay. Doesn't really look like there's anything interesting down
Doesn't
there.
look like anything to me.
Okay. Well, let's see if there's anything in these rooms over here. So these are probably the gallery doors. Let's try the one a little further over. Lenore will go over and she will open the door by pressing on the little Sihedron.
Okay. You open the door,
Yep.
and the door goes slowly up into the ceiling, like the doors before. And a strange bronze statue stands in the middle of this room.
Oh, this
The
looks
statue
familiar.
depicts a half-snake, half-human creature with the lower body of a serpent coiled around a stand, and the upper torso of a slender human woman. Her hands are crossed over her chest to clutch two objects in her shoulders. The right hand holds a large quill, while the left holds a jade-colored whip. 6 bird-like wings emerge from the torso's shoulders, and instead of a head, it is a disc bearing a 7-pointed star.
We got another serpent. We got another winged serpent lady in here.
Jade runes run down the statue's belly and along the length of its snaky lower body.
Did somebody say runes? I want to go read the runes.
It says, I prepared explosive runes too. Yeah, if you want to give me a perception, just looking at it,
Yes.
figuring out where you start.
6. 19.
Okay. Was that just one?
Yeah, that was just Damien. I can have Lenore roll as well.
Trini is also checking it out as well.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God, Lenore.
Natural 20 for a total of 29.
Lenore got a 34. She'll come in. She's got
So,
some.
there is a drawer in the base of the statue,
Oh, hey.
which Trini actually pokes open. She goes, ooh. There's a 4-foot diameter circular frame containing several wedge-shaped metal plates,
Oh.
each punched with its own intricate design.
Whoa.
They are the exact diameter of the elevator.
Oh. Okay. Okay. So if we take the disc over to the elevator, can we move the plates around on the inside?
Yeah, so if you take them over to the elevator, they just float at the top.
Oh.
And actually, when you put one over, you can see the light shed by the elevator thing is focused onto the ceiling above.
Oh. Okay.
But it seems to be like weird lines and points of light don't really make sense.
Okay. Can we try each in turn and see if we can make some sort of intelligence check to figure out what the design is supposed to be?
A disable device check.
A disable device check. Okay. Ophelia's very good at disable device. Let's have
Is Trinia good?
2. That is a 33 on disable device.
Okay. So, you take one plate and you put it on and you sort of like twist it a little bit. And it's just got weird lines and stuff on the ceiling. And then you would notice that these lines also don't really mean anything. But then you sort of like, as you're sliding one to another, you see as they slide over each other, they sort of focus a little differently. And you're able to adjust them until you find that by putting the plates in the right order, they project a map onto the ceiling. A map of this area.
Hey!
You will gather. I'm just gonna remove some walls here. And in fact, if you twist the plates, like if you twist the top plate, it sort of turns the map in one way. Like you can turn the map along the x-axis, the z-axis, or the y-axis by twisting any of the plates. And it actually just sort of like warps the light and creates this basically like model of the interior of the dungeon.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And you actually also see that it does look like there's supposed to be a lot more, like these passages along the sides. They should lead on to like a massive stairwell that goes up into the tower, but you saw the tower was collapsed.
Tower's collapsed. Yeah. Do we see anything in particular in any of these pits of liquid?
No.
Okay.
You do see that by the dimensions of it, that the pool is actually a lot deeper than 15 feet.
Ooh.
And also that the well that you're looking at goes down by about 70 feet.
Wow.
And then it connects into this room at the bottom.
Okay, so there's a room at the bottom.
There's a room at the bottom with a big sphere.
There's a room at the bottom of the well. There's a room at the bottom of the well.
And the sphere, and it's all kind of like an untextured model, just made of emerald light.
Pretty. Damien is going to look. He's going to cast invisibility on Ophelia again. He's going to spend an arcane pull point to reprep mirror image, cast that on himself, and then go. We're going into the well.
After you cast your second spell.
Oh, okay. After I cast invisibility on Ophelia again.
Yes. You hear a splash sound.
Uh-oh.
And through the door, you see a massive tentacle.
Oh no!
plunge up from the water and sort of like starts feeling along the stone. What do you do? Starts twisting toward you.
Damien would like to gesture toward everyone to. Oh, can we close the door?
You close the door?
Yes.
Door closes.
Everybody on the well.
All right, so you're going down the well?
Yep. We're gonna. The Unia's gonna go down first.
So basically, this tentacle shoots up out of the water. You see black liquid spray across the thing, and it starts.
We start pushing the closed door button like when you don't want somebody to come into the elevator with you.
I need to describe the movement a little bit more. The tentacle like moves along, like feeling along the floor, and just sort of like it sort of like floats a bit. And then when you push the button, you see it go dart toward the door, but just stops because the door closes.
Oh my god, I hope it doesn't open the door.
And we will pick up with that next time.
Oh my god!
On Curse of the Crimson Throne!
Oh no!
Thank you for listening to this session of Curse of the Crimson Throne. Tavern to Roll is produced by David Clark and Katie Duxure. Curse of the Crimson Throne and the Pathfinder role-playing game are property of Paizo and are used in accordance with their community use policy. This session featured sound effects from Syrinscape. To see how you can use Syrinscape to enhance your own games, check out Syrinscape.com. This session featured music from Michael Ghelfi Audio and Philip Melvin. We are on Twitter, @ToHaveAndToRoll. Rain is @Rain0. That's RANE and the number 0. Daft is @DaftProdigy. We are on Tumblr, tohaveandtoroll.tumblr.com. We will be back in 2 weeks as we continue our exploration of the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers. In the meantime, have a great week, and we'll see you then. Brought to you by our sponsor, Cliff. No, we're not sponsored by anybody.
Sponsored by Cliff Notes. Not affiliated with Cliff Bars. Not sponsored by Cliff Notes.
Also sponsored by Cliffhangers. Keeping you tuning back into the podcast for 80 episodes.
How?
Love Cliff.
Anyway, so we
Also
are
sponsored by Cliff.
we are just a guy named
Just
Cliff.
a guy named Cliff. Thanks, Cliff. He's our sugar daddy.
He's actually the guy who made the bars.
We have a baby here. He is playing.
There's a baby. We've chosen to allow the baby to roam the house today. It's a very momentous occasion for him. We're hoping he doesn't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up, Percy. You hear me?
Oh.
The
Percy. Wow. That was impressive.
There was even just the last thing falling that goes ding, 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 ding.
Fool of a toque. Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity. For all I know, you could use Shadow Walk to take us to a soundstage where you have an exact replica of the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers. That's a lot easier to deal with.
Wouldn't it be easier to just go to the Acropolis of the Thrallkeepers?
That's what they want you to think. Hundreds of years ago, there was a truth speaker who was asked to spread the story of how the Lyruunqua opened a portal to the moon, but he didn't see it, so we don't know for sure if we actually went to the moon. They had a whole story about fighting demons and being on the moon, and
There's a jungle on the moon.
There's a jungle
that
on the moon.
wizard came from the moon.
but we didn't see it. So no one can prove that we actually went to the moon.
God.
Anyway, I was checking if you could cast sending on that motherfucker over there. It would be very good for the DM not to have to do all of our voices anymore. This one is actually very complicated. Actually, the DM would not mind doing this voice very much more because it is unique. There's a lot going on with it. Yes.
Akram is an unkillable NPC.
Nope. Definitely not.
Fuck.
Oh, he's very killable.
No, I don't like hearing that.
He's very killable.
But he's quest critical.
Yeah.
Really fucking hope nothing happens to him, huh?
All of the creatures in there go after Akram.